Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's your boy Marvin. We're going to get straight into a video. Jesse humbled a feminist. We don't need men anymore. Jesse Lee Patterson, who has his own show, versus Amber Rose. Amber Rose, Love and Chuck, was born October 21st, 1983. She's an American model and rapper and television personality. She first gained attention in 2008 in a music video for Young Jeezy. She's also featured in Kanye West videos, quite a few other times modeled for Louis Vuitton, Ford modeling, and a video with Vixen, numerous hip-hop videos as well. She's 40. She is well known. I don't know a lot about her, but I've seen her in videos before, to be honest with you. But I mean, this video is incredible. So I'll get into it, and if I do pause the video, I'll just comment as you go. Welcome back to the new subscribers and the old subscribers. Thank you for supporting me. Let's get on with the video.
That men are the head of women, right? Especially their wives and things like that.
I do not agree with that.
You have to agree with that.
No, I don't.
Why
don't,
not?
Jesse. I don't.
Why don't you agree with that?
Because I don't think it's valid. I think that's what our mothers, our fathers, our grandparents, everybody that came before us, that's all they knew. So this is what they taught us and instilled in us. That's why women are like, oh, I gotta let a man be a man. I gotta be submissive. I gotta, I can't make too much money because then he's gonna feel inferior. Or I can't be too strong because then he's going to be feel inferior.
But normal women, though, real women don't think that way. Those are the
what
feminist,
is a real woman?
Those are the feminist women who think that way.
But what's a real woman?
A real woman is a woman who knows her place. She loves being a woman. She's not.
Is this happening right now?
She's not in competition with a man.
Wow. Look, the bottom line is, in my sense, I think if you meet someone you love, as a woman or as a man, and you respect them, the man is the house of the household. The woman would expect the man to look after her, see that she's safe, see that the children are safe, that he's the head of the household. They share everything together, personal stuff, financial stuff, whether they're both working or he's working. This is how it's run. You have duties of basically being adults at the end of the day. To say that, oh, I don't need a man, or is strange, I think, at the end of the day, because we're brought up to meet the opposite sex, to fall in love, and to see basically respect on both sides, but also the woman seeing the man as taking the lead. As long as he treats her well, she will show him that respect if she truly loves him at the end of the day, and he's not argumentative or jealous. We do have sometimes complications in relationships at the end of the day, but it's how you get through them. But let's carry on.
Because she loves being a woman, and she loves a man who is a man. She's not in competition with him. That's a real woman. But you have these feminist women who are jealous of masculinity, and they want to kill it. They want to. You agree with that, right?
I feel like you're trolling me right now.
What does that mean?
I feel like you're like saying things to like get a rise out of me.
Oh no!
When
I was growing up,
far-fetched.
Boys were boys and men were men, and women and men understood their positions in life as a man and as a woman, and you had order for the most part in the earth. But then that changed.
So did we? Did we have order?
We did, and then that's changed, and then men became weak, and women went out of control.
But why can't we control? Because we have vaginas?
I said they went out of control.
Okay, fine. What is out of control? Getting jobs, being businesswomen?
No,
because what happens is that when we are strong and we are businesswomen and we make our own money And we honestly, all we need is sperm to have a baby. We don't really need a man anymore, right? So what happens is that men feel inferior and in turn down us for that.
But that's not true.
It is true.
No, real men do not feel inferior to a woman. Now, a beta male, maybe, but not a real man. And making money and doing the things that you just named is not, that doesn't make a woman at all. Because anybody can go out and make money.
Correct. Anybody can go out and make money. Amber Rose, she's not seeing it. She's diluting it. She's not seeing it in a sense that what she could get out of it. Because she's obviously flying and made a lot of money. She's like, well, because I've got money and I've got status, I don't need a man. But somewhere along the line, having that attitude, and she wants to get married, and she wants to find someone to love and have children with, that attitude's not going to get you anywhere, it seems. Maybe, like I said, I don't know whether a father was in her life, so I can't say that at the end of the day. But definitely something has happened to her which makes her think that I'm okay on my own. She may have been hurt or need counselling at the end of the day. Both men and women sometimes need counselling at the end of the day on sometimes trauma which has happened before in a relationship at the end of the day. But to say that I don't need a man, that's just ludicrous. That's crazy.
Well, I don't understand what you're saying, Jesse.
What makes a woman is when she's not in competition with a man. She understands the role of both.
What about a man being in competition with a woman?
A real man would never be in competition with a woman.
Why? But what if she makes more money? And
because
what if she's just smarter?
A woman is not competition for a man. He naturally has authority over her.
Jesse.
So I gotta ask you about.
You're making me so sad right now.
I gotta ask you about this man. I read that you were married to some guy by the name or dating back in 2017. Back in 2017 during the Slut Walk, you were dating a rapper by the name of
21
Savage,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And 21 Savage held up a sign. I felt bad for you when I read this. My heart broke for you. 21 Savage held a sign at the slut walk, said that I'm a hoe too.
Yeah.
I feel badly for you.
Why?
Look, Amber, come on.
Let me tell you one thing.
Let's
21
talk.
Savage
Let's talk.
Is
a man said that he's a hoe.
He's the most secure man I have ever met in my life for saying that. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? If he can go out and he can sleep with an abundance of women, right? He is not labeled a hoe. He's labeled a man. And for me, I could sleep with 3 guys and I'm labeled a hoe. So he's basically saying, look, if she's a hoe, I'm a hoe too. That's it. Because all it is, Jesse, remember, it is just a derogatory label. It's not really a real definition to the...
It's very true what she's saying, that women do get the more grief over situations. Oh, she slept with such and such, she slept with such and such. For a man doing it, he's sometimes seen as a stud or put on the pedestal by his mates at the end of the day, and sometimes from other women. But what she's saying, it's the same thing, to be honest with you, at the end of the day. The labellings, because she's a woman, she gets hit harder with abuse from other men and other women. And that's very, very true what she's saying there. So I can understand that, but it still hasn't got anything to do with I don't need a man anymore. Sometimes when people are fighting against something, they go off the topic because sometimes the conversation is too much for them and they don't want to see it any other way.
The word, because they only use these words for women. They don't use these words for men. And I love 21 Savage for that, because he was the only one that was so secure in his manhood to be like, you know what? If I slept with 50, 60, 70 girls, I guess I'm a hoe too. Cool. We just gonna walk down the street together at the slut walk, and we gonna make a difference.
But you're right. He is a slut or a hoe or whatever you want to call him. But I wouldn't want my daughter to marry a man like that.
You're not in control. You're not. Excuse me. You're not in control of your daughter's vagina, so it really doesn't matter.
No,
what
but
you
I
want.
would never allow my daughter to marry a whole man.
But you're not. You cannot allow her to do anything.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
She's gonna do what she wants.
No,
trust me.
no.
She will. Yes.
This is a deep conversation. I just want to make a point there. I don't think he can disown her, yes, Jesse, but it depends on the way she's brought up. If she was brought up in thinking my father is right here, then she probably won't do it. But there's a decision in her life. She's going to make decisions without him. I don't think you can ever force or say, well, you're not going to be in my home if you don't do this. I don't think you can dictate that. But what you can do, if she's been brought up the way that Jesse thinks she is and has his mindset, then she won't. So that's not even a conversation.
Anyway. And so 21 Savage got a lot of social media, hard time on social media about that. How did you feel about that?
I thought it was amazing. He didn't give two shits.
You married him at one time, right?
I did not. No.
You did not. You married somebody.
With Khalifa, my ex-husband.
Why did you break up with him?
Sometimes things just don't work out.
Was he a whole man too?
He was an amazing man. He still is. He's an
and so
amazing
why didn't you stay with the amazing man?
I don't believe the success of a relationship is based off time. I think that you can move forward and develop a different kind of relationship, and that's what Wiz and I have. We have a relationship forever.
What do you do when you're all alone, no one is around, you're by yourself, and you feel this emptiness, this void in your life, as though something is missing? What do you do when those times come?
I would probably masturbate. I'm a strong believer in masturbation. I think masturbation is the safest sex, and you become...
Just want to say something. Masturbation is very, very easy to do, but what I find is it blocks you from sometimes moving on or seeing reality for what it is. Yes, everyone likes sexual release sometimes if they haven't got a partner, but to do it on a regular basis, I think it's dangerous. I think it can stop you from moving someone else because you're using it as a tool for not having a man or for not having a woman. This is what I think. You've got to look at both sides of the story at the end of the day. I don't think it's a good thing. I really, really don't. Especially in the long run, if you want to meet someone you want to fall in love. One time I met this girl who was masturbating, and she actually did tell me she hadn't been in a relationship for 2 years, and she said she's going to find it very, very hard to stop in a relationship because she'd done it for so long. But I mean, we were together a little while, and she did stop at the end of the day. But it can be a problem if basically you're blocking out what is truly reality and meeting a man. And then she tracks back because she was in a relationship with Khalifa and everything was perfect. And then she's saying, I don't need a man. I just find that as a bit of a contradiction. But hey, each to his own.
In tune with your body.
You're trolling me.
I'm not trolling you.
You are trolling me. You're trying to get a reaction.
I'm not.
So you feel
I'm just pro masturbation. I feel like that's something you should know about.
So you're sitting around by yourself, feeling this void, like something is missing, and you masturbate.
Yeah.
You're trolling me. I know you're trolling me. She's trolling me, right?
I'm not trolling him. I'm not trolling you.
She's not trolling me.
I'm being extremely honest. Does that make you uncomfortable?
It's abnormal. No, but it's abnormal for women to masturbate. That's a man thing to do. Women who masturbate are becoming men.
I can't believe this is real. I feel like I'm on punks right now. Like I just can't. I can't believe.
It's like Jessie said. She's trying to find something else to take the place of a man, which is masturbation. That's what Jesse's getting at, which is dangerous. It's not real. It is a supplement for a little bit of time, but it isn't going to really make her happy at the end of the day. Listening to her is quite sad, to be honest with you, at the end of the day, because she seems a little bit lost in what she's looking for. And it is dangerous mindset to have, especially at 40.
We could not be two totally different people.
You disagree with that?
Yes, I disagree with that. I masturbate every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm sexually liberated. I feel amazing.
But it's not normal for women to do that. They have to force themselves to become that way.
No, it's very normal.
Really?
It is.
And every day. Why do you need to do?
I try. I'm a busy woman. You know, and I have a son and stuff like that. But when I can get to it, I get to it.
Amazing.
This way, it's okay to cry. Let it out. Tell me. Talk to me. Have communication with me. That's what a lot of men lack nowadays, is that they can't cry because they're a man. They can't feel emotions because they're a man. And it's really unfortunate because they internalize everything, and then they kind of explode when it becomes too much.
Women hate emotional men because they see and know that that's a weakness. And I've had so many women tell me that if they're married to a man who is emotional, or they're dating a guy, it's like a lesbian relationship. You have two women together. And so if being an emotional man is the right way for a man to be, why do women hate men who are that way?
I think women are taught that as well.
Really?
Yeah, babe, this is the thing. Society has taught us all these things of how we should be, instead of saying, why don't you just be who you are?
Look, society sometimes manipulates in how you should be or growing up, sometimes for young people. But you do get it to a certain age where you think, well, I don't want to do that, I want to go my own way. It's all about mindset and how you've been brought up. Yes, people have been through some traumatic times or relationships at the end of the day, and sometimes they do it to heal themselves. I'm not saying masturbation's a bad thing at the end of the day, but I think continue to do it is not reality at the end of the day. I don't think, anyway. Especially if you want a real loving relationship. It just sounds like to me she's a little bit lost and needs to do some soul searching, because I always think there's somebody for anyone, but it depends how deep you're willing to look at yourself first and then get into your relationships. But everyone's built differently. I'm not judging, I'm just making a point of view.
No one ever says that. You're not raised to be like, hey, be who you are.
But it's not natural for a man to be emotional like a woman. It's not. He's not born that way.
No, it's not like a woman. He's a human being.
But not like a woman, though. A woman.
Jesse.
Look, you do agree.
That was the end of it. The bottom line is that she has made a mindset that I'm happy with her child and the life she lives. But when I really sat back and looked into it at the end of the day, I think she's lonely and she can't find out what she's looking for. Yes, you got fame. Yes, you got fortune. Yes, you got money. Yes, you know lots of people. Yes, my ex is an ex-rapper singer. But are you truly happy? I don't think she is. And I don't think some of the stuff she said, she actually backtracked on things like, oh, he's an amazing man, Khalifa, and why isn't she still married to him at the end of the day? That's something very odd and something she has to look at. Yeah, leave your points on this conversation. Do you think that Jesse Lee Patterson points were right in what he says? I think he was 90% there. I think Jesse Lee Patterson was born May the 22nd, 1949. He's an American conservative radio host and broadcaster, politician and pastor of the Brotherhood Organization of New Destiny Bond. and Christian ministry. And he also hosts the Jesse Lee Patterson radio show and the Fallen State TV. So he's been around a long time. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment and leave your points about this, because I think it was quite deep at the end of the day. Thank you, wherever you are in the world. And thank you for the old subscribers that supported me from day one, and the new subscribers who've subscribed this week. Appreciate you. Thank you, Marvin.